Hello, fire signs. It's Lulu, and today I'm going to do your spiritual conversation. This is for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Okay, really quick disclaimer. The water sign reading, I was yawning. Okay, just letting you know. Hopefully, I don't yawn now. Okay, because I'm apparently I don't know. I thought I was sleepy, but then did the air sign read, and I woke the fuck up. So I don't know what's going on. Whatever. Just in there, okay? Now then, any information that you need is in the description box. I would like to thank you for your love and support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. What else? Oh, the 90-day journey to mindfulness is available on. This is a girl that I created to help you along your journey, to help you to become more mindful, present, and aware. And that's available. The information is in the description box as well. So let's get to it. The first thing I'll do is pull an overview for you, and then we'll go into whatever's going on. It's been quite interesting here today, for real. All right. What information do you have for my beautiful fire signs? Remember kindness. Okay. Now, y'all know about that last conversation we had. Remember kindness. Okay. This is a very grounded energy, and it says, we are naturally kind. Even in our lowest moments, when we feel useless or of no value, our inner kindness can give us the strength to pull through. Take 5 minutes to remember episodes of kindness and generosity you've witnessed or experienced. Whether it was epic, heroic kindness, worthy of a Hollywood movie, or something very small like giving a smile to someone who needed it. Remember these times in as much detail as possible. By keeping them in your mental wallet, you can always access them as a reminder that both you and the world are full of kindness. I gotta look up who made these cards, because this is somebody that speaks to my spirit. Because all these years I could have, if I'd have had these cards, it'd have made it easier for me to get my point across. Because y'all know I go somewhere else like, okay, so this is what you do, and it's like that was so simple. Okay. All right, let's get into it, fire signs. Because hopefully y'all done calmed down. Because that last spill that y'all had the other week, I don't know what y'all had going on. What information do you have for my beautiful fire signs, please? And thank you, honey. Surrender to your soul's path, fire signs. Surrender to effortlessness. Surrender frustration. Surrender to the magic of who the fuck you are. It says it. All right. Surrender to play. Surrender obsessive thinking. Surrender outdated beliefs of yourself. Surrender to what is. And surrender defensiveness. I'm not gonna act up today, because apparently, the weather is changing and it is moving into my most favorite season. Okay. Anything but hot. Period. Okay. Anything but hot is my favorite season. Okay. Now then, let's get into it. What's holding the most weight is surrender to play. Okay. Y'all don't feel like playing, or what? Y'all want to play how y'all play. And y'all definition of playing is far different than the definition that others may have of playing. So you want to keep that in mind, because that may be something that is frustrating you as well. And see, here's the thing about you surrendering to play, right? The way that you used to play, there's new ways for you to play without it. Like, it has to do with these outdated beliefs. Okay, because a lot of things are frustrating you at this time. Possibly it's possible. There may be some push and pull energy here. There may be, because something about outdoors. It's a lot of outdoors energy here, but also wilderness. The wilderness. I need to call this the wilderness and just leave it at that. Like, what? The wilderness, right? This is being very gentle with yourself, though, right? Approaching things in a delicate way, because with this surrender to play and this new way of finding joy, happiness, getting wish fulfillment, the way that you view your goals and taking a more joyful approach, then I don't know. It's not pride, like being prideful about like how you approach things. I think it's more about joy, right? And joy has been an ongoing theme for the past, I think, 2 months. But joy, doing things with joy, but finding that inner joy, finding a new way to connect to how you do things in this new space that you are moving into. Because some of you may still go some of the places or entertain some of the people or do some things that are no longer, like, you may even feel like there's some type of resistance, you're not getting your way. It's because you're not who you were, and it's not in alignment with your assignment, the way that you are doing certain things in your life. And it's on you to pinpoint exactly what that is. You may even be defensive when it comes to allowing your inner child to really run wild because of how you are viewed or how you view the world with that obsessive thinking, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's bust down these three first, which is surrender to your soul's past, surrender to the magic of who you are, and surrender outdated beliefs of yourself. Now, when it comes to your soul's path, because something has come very clear to you, and it's on you the direction that you go with whatever this is that is absolutely clear to you, right? This is by design, whatever this clarity is. And it's showing you how much of a beautiful, magical being that you are, how much what it is that you want to accomplish and how you want to accomplish it. You already have that in your inside. But it's time for you to really, allow yourself to be who you are, whole, separate, and unique, right? And really knowing what that is to you and being okay with that. Notice any of the spaces in your life where you have become, excuse me, that was rude. Notice any spaces in your life where you have become, you feel void of something. Okay. And so instead of feeling that void with all these obsessive thoughts, these frustrations, this defensiveness, which it just so happens that those three cards are in alignment with each other, right? Instead of doing all of that, right? Because I feel like you're fighting yourself. There's something that you are fighting within. Okay. Clarify these three cards. There may be ideas that are limiting you. You may even be in a space where you feel like someone outside of you has control over your life. Someone outside of you is throwing obstacles in your path. Someone outside of you, the star. You the star. Duh. But you got to see yourself as a star. I feel like this is a renewal of energy, a renewal of faith, a renewal of really having faith in your dreams, your goals, your who inspires you, what inspires you. This is also like healing that may have happened as well. Like you may have been under the weather or what have you, or dealing with an Aquarius, but something is happening within the next 30 days for you that is going to allow you to have and it may have to do with a lover. Someone that you hold very near and dear to you. It could even be like relationships, family, close friends, or what have you. But overall, someone may see you as the star, but you may just now begin to see yourself in a way where you are more confident in how you approach things, especially with your healing practices here. There's a bond that is being healed as well. There's someone who is close to you, who has mutual feelings, someone who brings balance and harmony to you, someone who lets you know that it is okay to be you and how you are and when you are and, all that shit. All right, so clarify whatever. Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. So this is you setting boundaries, you being very direct in your communication here, following that sacred knowledge that is being sent to you, that sacred knowledge that may come in different timings of the moon. I also feel like with this Queen of Swords energy, you are setting boundaries here, and moving forward here, really moving on to something better, transition. There's some type of transition here, on your spiritual journey. It's like you're taking a different approach. Magician, there it is. So there's something that is being revealed here. Now there could be something that's being revealed about an air sign who moved away in order to follow their spiritual journey, right? And this is a new life cycle for this person because these 5 cards are all in alignment. But you could also be taking on this Queen of Swords energy and finally realizing what it is that needs to be done in a more logical way so that you can, with that fire that is burning with this Page of Wands, this new approach to this magic of who you are, this new approach to how you do things and being very skillful and creative in how you do those things. What does that mean to you in this space, right? So now you have surrender to effortlessness, surrender to play, and surrender to what the fuck is. And all of that goes hand in hand. Because when you allow your inner child to really, you work that's your co-conspirator, your inner child, right? So this is you just surrendering to having to go against the grain all the time. Surrendering to trying to make make things happen in a way that isn't really in alignment with your assignment. This is going with the flow, but the flow is on your own personal flow, so you'll know exactly what it is that you need to give your attention to and what you don't, what you need to release any frustrations of and what you don't, where you need to play and release and have happier thoughts or allow happier circumstances or events or people or what have you to actually bring in this beautiful energy. It's beautiful, bitch. Bring in this beautiful energy of just letting things be what they are, letting people be where they are, right? Knowing that you are exactly where you are, and that is okay. Because what I'm getting here with these 3 cards is that there's something that you're just so desperately trying to change, and you're trying to change it to the part where you are fucking with your heart. You're trying to change things to the part where it's affecting your health. It may be because, okay, we don't want to speak that over you. You speak a life into yourself. Okay. Now, y'all know I've been having to really be mindful of how I converse with you all. Okay, so it's very important that you allow things to flow. You got a lot of flow in these 3 cards. It's for you to rejuvenate. It has to be action. So have some fun, action. Okay, so clarify these 3 cards here, darling. The 6 of Cups, right? It came out in the reverse. So this is not trying to make something from the past be present, right? Trying not to be in a space where you are trying to force someone to feel something. Like this has to do with, that's that force. Chill the fuck out. Maybe you're trying to get yourself back to who you were in some previous life cycle, and that's not even who you are anymore. Trust me, that's some of the worst shit to try to do, because then you're gonna find yourself over explaining stuff and all that. Because every time I have to go through this kind of process, I have to not try to I have to really be very peculiar, be very strict with myself when it comes to just trying to make stuff happen, trying to do this, trying to do that, make this happen, make that happen, because it's part of how things started. Instead of taking that inspired action as a Page of Wands, as an apprentice of my own journey and learning as I go, and what do you call it? Integrating this new approach, right? Because it's all release, right? It's going to be a press release, some type of information that will be released to you on how you move through this journey, how you move forward, how you are supposed to move in accordance to divine law that you are in alignment with, right? So that way it won't be so frustrating. You won't overthink things or feel like there's some other things at play, when really what's at play is that it's time for you to do things differently, and it may make other people uncomfortable because you are uncomfortable. Until you are comfortable with where you are going and how you are going, it's very important to allow things to be what they are. Allow yourself to really watch some funny movies, read a romance novel, something. Okay, calm down. Got to talking, didn't you? Now, what are these 3 cards, Chet? What is the 6 of Cups in reverse? The Emperor. Okay. So maybe you're not feeling very, maybe you have been in a space where you're not feeling very, you want to dominate something, but you're not in a space where you can do that because you're trying to do it based on old logic, old resources, old, the approach is old. Okay. And with this Emperor here, this may even be that some of you may wish that you had your old job back, or had an old way of your old job back. You miss your old boss. This is a yes though. Something happening between March and April, November, or November of last year that you're trying to get back or make something. It's crazy. Just stop it. That's all I can say. Clarify this Emperor, because let's make sure. Yeah, this is bringing balance in. Okay, this is patience, bringing in that patience, that moderation, and figuring out who you are now so that you can stand firm like the Emperor, right? Take strategic risk, right? Because you don't want to risk your life for something that that's not even part of your divine plan. And that happens a lot of times. People risk things. I was looking at them lines on my own. Whatever. Y'all know I be looking at myself. But this is having patience with your process, but also knowing when things are off balance, right? This is a lot of what they are showing you, teaching you, and they want you to embrace in this space, right? Mixing, balancing the practical and the spiritual, balancing fun, work with play, right? Making things enjoyable again and not being so frustrated and not being so mad. Like you may even have some hormonal shit going on. Like you may have hair coming out of strange places. I ain't got no hair coming out. But you may have hair coming out of strange places or what have you, or you may have acne breakouts, whatever, right? Maybe you all of a sudden got a urinary tract infection and you are one of the most healthiest people. It's because there is something in your life that you need to pay attention to that you're not, and you're trying to overdo something to overcompensate. That's what they said. The Queen of Pentacles. So this is you being maybe you are a working mother, maybe you are a working father, maybe the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor are a couple, and you're trying to find balance within that and trying to bring that old thing back, but it's not working because it's time to find a new way to reignite that passion or that desire. But I really feel like you may be focusing on your money, on your work, on your family, being more nurturing, finding a home. Here, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, okay? Really finding that balance when it comes to your security, when it comes to long-term wealth, when it comes to dealing with successful people, okay? So there's something there that you got to chill out about. All right. Now we have surrender, frustration, surrender, obsessive thinking, and surrender, defensiveness. You got to remember that anytime you get mad and try to make things happen and try to get your way or what have you, even though this, whatever way this is that you're trying to get is part of your old structuring. This isn't part of your new domain, right? And you're frustrated about it because you're trying to resolve some type of dilemma. You're trying to resolve or you're pushing too hard. You're pushing too hard. Because what I'm seeing here is that it's important for you to breathe and recenter, refocus, revisit, or realign, right? Because you may have been off for quite some time. You may have been off for 2 years, 3 years. You might have been off for a few months. But overall, I'm just seeing that it's time for you to regroup and approach the situation more calmly than what you had. They keep on telling y'all to be calm and go with the flow. Surrender, obsessive thinking here. There may be someone wanting to, like, there may be something, I don't know why today I'm getting that someone is trying to, it's like Snow White, whatever, trying to the bitch took the apple over there to Snow White or whatever, and she bit the motherfucking and all that right there. If it's something like that going on, you want to be mindful of the gifts that you are receiving. Be mindful of how you feel about the gifts that you are even giving, okay? Because even though you have what you feel are good intentions, you also subconsciously may not. Like, I really don't want to do this for this motherfucker, but I'm going to do it from my heart. But are you really, right? That's that. But I also feel like, you may be obsessively thinking about somebody or a situation, just overthinking, and it's frustrating you. You are defensive. You want to win at all costs. You may even be in a space where you just need clarity to solve the problem. What is the problem, okay? Be mindful of any drinks, any drugs, whatever it is, okay? Because I really do feel like someone may be trying to get you to think a certain way or obsess over them. Someone may be in a space where they're trying to confuse you. Someone may even be in a space where they just like frustrating the shit out of you. Like, they know the right thing to do, the right thing to say, and they just won't do it or say it. All right. You know that defensiveness is a sign of weakness, but overall what you want to remember is that as long as you know that you are divinely protected and divinely directed, and you don't have to step off of your throne to let nobody else sit down, because I think that that's what's going on. Someone wants you to step off your throne so they can sit down. Who the fuck is, what the fuck? Bitches, other thrones. Go get your own throne. But somebody wants your throne, right? And so they are trying to manipulate you and get you in a certain situation where you can, like, trying to start an argument, some kind of battle or whatever. This is not your battle. This is their battle with themselves. Okay? They can bite their own apple, bitch. Okay? They want you to be more dominant in the way that you communicate with your guides and your angels, your ancestors, or what have you. Be more assertive with that, right? And you'll reap the rewards, right? Yeah, but you want to be non-defensive, though, because whatever you put out, you will get back, right? So just be mindful of that. Clarify these 3 cards for my beautiful 5 signs, honey. 10 of Swords, bitch. You tired. Enough is enough. You tired. It's been a lot of drama. It's been a lot of shit going on. A lot of betrayal. A lot of backstabbing. Someone probably even was in a space of I'm telling you, somebody's trying to get you in your feelings. Okay, with that water falling on that man back. He got one big ass butcher knife. That's a butcher knife. Okay. If you ain't never seen a butcher knife, that's a butcher knife. How thick that is. So whoever this, there's something here. It's just you're tired. You're tired of the bullshit. You're just saying no to it, right? You're at your wit's end, and you're almost at that space where it's just like, Why won't you just go away? Why won't you just leave me the fuck alone, right? And so what's happening here, by you being at your wit's end, and this whoever this person is, because I'm telling you, on this side, I think it's somebody trying to really get you, push you off your square, and they really are in a space where they either want to see they want to see the ultimate endings. I'm getting that out their eyes, right? But they want to see the ultimate endings. They want you to just roll over. They want you to just stop resisting whatever they're trying to do and how they trying to do it. And it's like, no, you don't work for God. Who do you work for? Whoever you work for, go back to your employer. Okay? Now, and they also want you not to be overly dramatic, because that's what the Ten of Swords is about as well. Because whatever this is, you're about to have some type of insight. There's some clarity about to come through, some type of truth being revealed. What is this obsessive thinking? The Knight of Cups. You may be affectionate, feeling affection, you may feel a lot of affection for someone, but you may think about them too much, or it may even be that you are in a space where you don't want to slow down. And you're in your feelings about having to slow down. So now you're obsessively thinking about, how can I speed this up? How can I make this happen? But what I'm saying here is that there's, this has to do with your artistic endeavors, possibly a Pisces, Gemini, whoever. But this is saying yes to just taking your time. This is saying yes to releasing yourself from something here. Possibly a third party situation, Three of Cups in the reverse. Releasing yourself from someone who you once thought was going to be the person, or someone who you thought was going to be very fun, someone who was caring, and maybe a water sign. But overall, it's like, no, you're saying no to certain people that maybe you used to celebrate with, or who you used to celebrate, and you realize someone wasn't celebrating you, right? They were just tolerating you to get you frustrated and off your square. But with this Knight of Cups, this is going to be that energy of that effortlessness, and doing it from a space of happiness, joy, knowing that you're a whole, separate, and unique, and moving in that way, right? Because with this Three of Cups in reverse, it's like, no more third parties, no more reconciliation with some person that had you frustrated. What is this? The surrender, defensiveness. The Four of Wands. If you want joy, if you want happiness, if you want to come back home to yourself, right, and really feel at home within yourself, you're going to have to stop being defensive when it comes to your soul's path. You got to stop being defensive and take a pregnant pause with that Hangman, because it's like you have to make certain sacrifices. That's going to be one of the sacrifices that you make. You can't approach situations the way that you used to, because you got to figure out your triggers, right? And ask questions. Be very mindful of how you're asking the questions, so that you can get your point across, just in case someone misheard you or mistook something that you did, right? Or they mistook some instructions that got you frustrated, they didn't follow correctly, right? Because you got to remember, people like me out here, we have dyslexia and we hear shit backwards sometimes, all right? With this Four of Wands, this is also someone here who may have pulled back to decide on if they want to see, they may be seeing things from a different perspective, right? They may be letting go of old and outdated beliefs with that Hangman, going into that space and realizing what it is that they need to do. Yeah, that's abundance and wealth coming in with this Ace of Pentacles. Something is happening out of the blue. Someone is coming to your home out of the blue. You may get a call out of the blue from someone that you haven't talked to in a very long time, who wants to work things out, be fair in the situation. Here, they want to go ahead and balance out that equal give and take overall. But Ten of Cups, they want commitment. They may even be proposing to you. Someone may even be putting a lot of money into your bank account here. But overall, I really feel like it's time for you to do what you need to do. Go back and watch the last three fire sign reads here on the channel, because I really feel like there's some work that needs to be done. And if you are a fire sign and you made it this far, drop a purple heart down below to let me know that you are going to do the best that you can to not go the fuck off on people, to not allow people to have control over you. Because you got to remember, anger is control, right? Arguing, that's control. Someone is trying to control you. They're trying to take your power from you. If you can't discuss things in a logical, sensible, calm, clear way, then what the fuck are you even doing then, right? Because what it boils down to is that if someone can make you mad, someone can put you in a space where you are illogical, or you may say some things that you don't really mean, but it's just coming from a really hurt place or something like that. They have control over you. If someone has you in a space where you feel vengeance and all of that, but like, what do they really do, right? That's like road rage, right? When people have road rage, it really, because I had to work on my road rage, but when people have road rage, you really, you got to pull back and just like, look, you don't know what these people are going through in this car, the car that you are mad at. And then you got to ask yourself, like, what the fuck are you even so frustrated about, and how much of a hurry are you really in? How much compassion do you have for yourself? Because if you have a lot of compassion for yourself, it makes it easier for you to have compassion with others. Shit like that. You know what I mean? That's just to keep it cute, because we can talk about it for a while if you like.